Hi, this is John with the Evolving World. Today I'm doing a quick video on removing the back seat in a Chevy Bolt EV. And you may be asking yourself, well, why do I want to do that? Well, I've come across many times when I've been trying to haul bigger items in here, and this seat, even when it's folded, is still protruding up so high, it's ridiculous. It's sticking way up in the air. I mean, I've had situations where I thought I could easily haul something because the hatch is big enough to put stuff in, but what happens is you slide it in and then bam, you hit this bump right here. And it also tapers up too, so it gets even worse. So if you're trying to fit something that seems like it clears that, then what happens is it hits that thing back there. And then you have trim up here that it keeps it from going anywhere. So basically it's really frustrating. So that's why I'm doing this quick video. I think it looks like it's going to be real easy to remove it, and I think it's probably a 5-minute job. I think it looks like there's just 2 bolts here that's holding it in. And so once we take those 2 bolts out, I think we're going to open up the world here a bit on what we can haul. And so today I'm actually picking up a dishwasher, and I know it's going to be coming in a container, probably 28 by 28. And it's like I'm going to miss it by about 2 inches here. And it's one of those frustrating things, you know. It's like this seat itself is about 6 inches. It takes up about 6 inches of height here. Just the top piece right here by about 28 or so, I think, if you can include all the way up here. So let's, without further ado, let's go ahead and remove this back seat. So all you need is a 15mm socket with a breaker bar, or actually just a regular 15mm wrench actually works fine too, because it's just not really, they're not really in there very tight. There's no Loctite or anything. They're, I would say probably maybe 30-40 pounds, foot-pounds is probably all the tightness that they are. They come out pretty easily. Next thing you have to do is you have to remove, there's a bolt holding this metal seat belt that's tying it down to the lower part here, so it's bolted in right here. So you need an 18mm long socket, because there's like a nut protruding out, and plus you need the length to get in here. Okay, so here it is with the 18mm nut removed, and now we have this thing. It comes out as an assembly right here, so we can basically just fold this up like that. Okay, so we got the seat out to that level right there. You can see how it pulls right up from that area there. You pull up on it, and it comes out once you take the airbag out of the way. But then we ran into like a serious issue right here. This thing should just pull out, and yet it's not pulling out. I don't know what's going on here. So I even opened up the fabric a little bit, as you can see here, to try to get a better idea. There's some plastic clip thing, some plastic bushing or something in here that's adding extra resistance here. So I noticed if I take a pry bar, it can kind of get in here, but I mean, I wasn't able to pull it out. I have to pry away at it. It's ridiculous. Got some sort of plastic bushing in it. We got it, maybe. Oh, maybe we got it now. Okay, so I finally got it out. Just had to pull it a little bit more with the pry bar a bit. And this is why. It's not a simple pin. It's this weird shaped pin with a little specific kind of a rectangular kind of end to it. So it only goes in a certain way. I'm not exactly sure which way it is. It looks like it's basically in the upright, looks like the upright position. It has to be in line with the one on the other side. Okay, so to get the bottom cushion out, it's actually really easy. There's a just a little thing right here. I'm trying to get the light here. Sorry about that. Oh, come on, light, stay there. Stay. Okay, so we have like a little thing right here, a little plastic lever. And that's all you have to do. There's one on each side. There's a little lever, and it just comes right up. Here's what it looks like when you pull out the lower cushion. That comes out super easy. It's super light, too. This is what I was talking about here. All you have to do is pull on those. and it comes right out. So when they replaced the battery, they had to have access to this because this is bolted in here. So they must have removed that at some point when they took that out. And so you can see right here, so we just want to take a couple of these bolts out right here, these nuts right here, and that will take this guy out. We still have some things sticking up here though. I'm not sure if those are necessary or not. So I just removed this here right airbag. It's not very difficult. Like I said, actually it's a 13 millimeter. It's a 13 millimeter nut right here. And just based on how this is constructed though, it really does seem to indicate that the best way to do it would be to take the lower cushion off first, then take the airbag out, because that would open up this latch right here. Then unbolt those two bolts, and then the two nuts, and then that whole thing could just pull up as a single unit. I think that would be the faster, easier way to do it. I think that's how I'm going to put it back together in that manner. I think that's how they constructed it. But either way will work. How I did it, or probably the other way, would probably be faster. But I think with practice, you could probably get this done in 10 minutes or something, 15 minutes. No problem at all. But anyway, let me go ahead and get that other one out, and then we'll go ahead and start putting some cushioning in here. Now let's check and see if the airbag, by deleting the two airbags, if that makes any difference here on the... What kind of an error message? It's got to give us something. Okay, so right off the bat we've got airbag, service airbag, dismiss, and then it looks like we have another one little light up here too. Now this is just a safety belt in the front, but this is a different one up here. So it looks like we have a little error message. So I wonder if that light goes off eventually, or if it just stays on all the time. So service airbag message, that's what we're getting. We'll have to drive it and see if it makes any difference. I mean, if that's the worst of it, then I could live with just hitting the dismiss button every time. That's not going to be a big deal. Okay, so here's what I've come up with here. So I just have a moving blanket down right now. And I just weighed the items we took out. It's 52, a little over 52 pounds of weight out. So I just got a moving blanket. I've got some of this material right here. There's all the sound deadening stuff. I think if I find that this to be really useful, I mean, this is really just a temporary thing. I just need to be able to haul more stuff for the next couple months. After that, I'll probably put the seats back in. But I'm also thinking as another possibility of putting a piece of plywood or something, you know, build a custom thing that wraps around that. That way I don't have to, I can kind of protect all the stuff that's over here, like this, and you could just mount it right here on the hooks, and then basically wrap it on, and use that as a hinge for the 4 hooks going across here, and basically you could just have it come down. That might be another option. Of course, that's going to require more work. I just need something that's for my needs right now. It's really just temporary. So, but anyway, 52 pounds lighter, probably about 9 inches of height gained right here. Got a lot of space now back here. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you found it useful. Please like and subscribe if you did, and many more videos to come. Here's one example, putting it to use right away. So I'm donating a sofa. I did split it into 2, but no big deal. There's enough room to put 2 of them in here, as you can see.